they have a 15 to 30% profit margin, net profit margin, which means at the end of the day, if they make $100 in total revenue, they only take home 15 to 30 bucks per $100 made.
So based off these numbers, you could probably already imagine to be successful in a vending machine business, you have to have a lot of vending machines. It's all about scaling it to something bigger. But in the long term, I guess it can be.
Or
I'm always happy to see y'all. Hope y'all are just as happy to see me. Look, today we got another reaction video. Y'all been loving the reaction videos, so I'm gonna continue to pop them out. I've been a big fan of this Codie Sanchez person, and I love the way she talks, discusses, and shares knowledge about business. So we gonna be tuning into her episode today, right? Let's see. So today I bought 3 vending machines. My earnings shocked me. So let's go ahead and get into the video.
this is me collecting money from a vending machine. And again, and again. All to answer one question. How much money can you actually make with a vending machine? So I'm doing it. I've got
Y'all think vending machines is a good business? I don't know if you guys ever did your research, but there was a point, I want to say in like 2022 or 2023, the idea of vending machines was like super popular. Everybody wanted to start a vending machine business. Like there's always that trending business every single year. Right now, it was clothing brands for the past few years. Clothing brands was #1. Now I think everybody wants to be a streamer. To be honest, that's what it's looking like. Everybody wants to start streaming.
Got 2 weeks to see how much money I can make starting now. So here's the plan. Step 1.
2 weeks is
get
not a
machines.
long time.
Step 2, make them pop. Step 3, find a location. Step 4, load them up. Step 5, collect the cash. I want to make as much as possible, so I bought 3 to figure out which one makes the most.
Oh, we're just gonna start with 3 off the rip.
Meet you too. How do you decide what to put in it?
Best sellers would probably be like peanut M&Ms, Doritos,
What sells terribly?
Raisinets.
That tracks. Those are gross.
Chill. Listen, I'm tired of the hate on Raisinets. Raisinets, it's gotta be top 10 candies. They're good. I feel like people just hate them just to hate them.
Who's eating a Raisinette?
Chill.
So how much did these cost me? $2,200, $2,200, and finally, wild card, $850. So I'm all in for about $5,250. Let's
$850 is not bad.
hope we make some money. The 2 most important things, if you want to make money with a vending machine, are 1, location. You need a lot of foot traffic. 2, product, what you put in here. Right product, right place. Strategy 1, we are going to have a healthy vending machine. Now this is not that normal, but we're gonna fill this bad boy up with actually really expensive product, kind of premium stuff for like the fitness bros and people who are in the gym.
I shouldn't be
and wanna have
drinking
really healthy
this
stuff.
like this.
Maybe a bunch of cool.
It tastes
energy
good
drinks
though, I'm
for
not
my
gonna lie.
buddies. Strategy 2, we're gonna go standard. This is an unhealthy vending machine. We're going to put in here everything that we know normal vending machines have and see if we make more money with that. And then we got kids' toys, which I don't think we have to explain because this thing is like Vegas for small toddlers, and I think they're gonna be into it. This one looks great. No need to do anything.
With this one right here, it's all about location. She's gonna have to find a pretty damn good location to actually see business come from this. It's got to be somewhere like more than just active. Like just because kids are passing through doesn't mean this is gonna be a good spot. It's got to be some place where they have dedicated time or something.
Vegas for small toddlers, and I think they're gonna be into it. This one looks great. No need to do anything. Kids are gonna be super attracted. This one, boring, dull, ugly. We're not gonna make any money. So I gotta do something to make it pop. I'm thinking murals, motivational quotes, and a lot of color. But hold on a second. First, we gotta change. Like my onesie? Okay.
I
I'm
knew
gonna
she was
paint
gonna
these
do
bad
that.
boys, but I'm not very good at painting, so I called my friend Bridget, artist, muralist, and we're
What's
gonna
up,
take these
Bridget?
things and make them pop. Let's talk about this one first. I'm thinking
Bridget already been doing this. Look at the pants. This is her 3rd job of the day.
like jiu-jitsu gym, dudes, sweaty, some kind of cool slogan.
Masculine vibes.
Like it. Okay. Second one, I'm thinking healthy gym, something kind of funny, little quote on it.
Love it.
Amazing. Should we get to painting?
Let's do it.
All right, let's see if I can do this.
That's perfect.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, Bridget, I'm gonna let you finish the rest of this. I gotta go buy the product to actually fill this bad boy. So I need to go buy some product, but before I can buy product to put in the vending machines, I gotta figure out how much I can pay for each individual
We
item.
talking numbers,
Which
baby.
is called
Let's get to the
unit
numbers.
economics. What do I want to do? I want to be able to buy things for less and sell them for more in order to have a profit margin, aka money in my pocket at the end of the day. I know that on average, the industry in vending machines, they have a 15 to 30% profit margin, net profit margin, which means at the end of the day, if they make $100 in total revenue, they only take home 15 to 30 bucks per $100 made. So in order to hit this, I gotta at least have a 50% gross margin.
So based off these numbers, you could probably already imagine to be successful in a vending machine business, you have to have a lot of vending machines. You have to have a lot of vending machines in different locations. Having just 2 vending machines in 2 different locations likely isn't going to make you profitable. It's all about scaling it to something bigger. So likely it won't be super profitable in the short term. But in the long term, I guess it can be.
Or how much I make
I'm just
on
saying
every
what I
single
think. I don't
product
know
that
for
sell,
sure.
because there are these other costs associated. We'll get more to those later. What am I gonna do? Well, in my healthy vending machine, I think I can charge a little bit more per unit. So my price per unit is gonna be $2 plus, which means that my cost can be $1 or below in order for me to make $1. Now, my unhealthy vending machine, I don't think I'm gonna be able to sell things for as much in there. So I think each unit, I might be able to get like $1.50 for them, maybe a little bit more, which means that I can only spend 75 cents on them, which means if I do that, I'm gonna have 75 cents that I get to take home instead. Now, I have to charge 2x the price that I pay in order for me to have a profit margin that I think makes me industry average. If any of this seems too oversimplified or you're confused, click this link. There is a profit and loss statement which breaks this all down in a little spreadsheet exactly for you guys so you can go deeper. Now I know
That's
my budget.
pretty cool.
Let's go shopping.
I would love to make videos like this in the future. Like that would be so peak for me.
2 for $4. Great. That's what we need.
I don't know what store she went to. Okay, $232 on product. We still gotta include the price of the painting job. So we got the vending machines. I think she said was like somewhere over 5,000. We gotta include the price of the painting job. Then we gotta include the price of the snacks. So we're pretty deep in money invested already.
We are gonna make so much money with these. Talk to me. Why'd we do this? What's with the color?
Color is so important because it stands out. I feel like a lot of people like to play it safe and keep it basic, and that's just not what we do around here.
Something you do with all your designs is basically like, how do we make this super targeted to the user so like I see myself in this? This is our
Right.
plan with the vending machine.
Yeah.
You killed
Sweaty
it.
dude
Dude,
snacks.
thank you.
Y'all grabbing a snack
I
from
know,
Sweaty
you better.
Dudes?
You better.
I think these are gonna crush, but I need these to go start making money for us right now. So let's see if we can find some locations for my new babies. Let's see if these guys let us place something. I thank you. It's a no. Time is running out. I need to find somewhere. Absolutely not. That was an opt-out.
Dang.
They said yes. All right, we got one down.
Okay,
That took forever.
okay.
Now we're ready. Calling the head of my gym.
Codie.
Hi. Thanks for taking my call, Jeremy. I have kind of a weird request as a member. I am getting these vending machines. I was wondering if we could try a little experiment for like 2 weeks.
You said 2 weeks?
Yeah, let's try it for 2 weeks, and then we'll see how it goes.
Let's talk about this, right? Very important business, right?
Down. That took forever.
I love breaking down communication and things like that. I'm not a communication expert, but I have pretty good knowledge, so I want to share what I believe. I'm not saying it's 100% true. Take it as you wish.
Now we're ready. Calling the head of my gym.
Codie.
Hi. Thanks for taking my call, Jeremy. I have kind of a weird request as a member.
All right. So let's say you make a phone call, right? Your first opening line is, "I have a weird request." That can kind of throw off the person on the other side of the phone and already kind of shift them towards making a decision leading towards a no, right? So be careful opening with something like that. Be confident in what you're about to ask.
I am getting these vending machines. I was wondering if we could try a little experiment for like 2 weeks.
So she got pretty to the point, got straight to it, didn't waste his time, didn't like beat around the bush like a lot of people like to do, tell story times before getting to the actual point. You could hear he's a little iffy on it.
2 weeks?
Yeah, let's try it for 2 weeks.
Boom. I like how she doubled down right
For
here.
like 2 weeks.
You said 2 weeks?
Yeah, let's try it for 2 weeks.
She doubled down sound like more excited, confident about what she's talking about. So the other person, I think, is more likely to give a yes.
And then we'll see how it goes.
Let's do it. Let's try it out. Let's do it.
You're the man. This will be amazing. All right, thanks, Jeremy.
She didn't say, after he said, "Oh, you said 2 weeks." She didn't say, "Yeah, 2 weeks. If that's not too much," or she didn't backpedal. She stood firm on what she was trying to get. So that's great.
I kind of thought he'd say no, that it'd be embarrassing that I'd have to see him at the gym, but we're fine. On our way to a gym to drop this bad boy off. They haven't seen the vending machine yet. This place is like super classy, and we're about to put a giant smiley face in it. We'll see how this goes.
Hello.
Okay, I'm stoked about this. We're gonna place a vending machine. You wanna kind of think about?
Yeah,
where we
let's look at
place
some
it?
places.
We definitely don't want to do it here. Probably too much going on.
Yeah.
Right. So we're thinking we're gonna put it over here in this.
Oh, this is a
location.
crazy
I think this
gym.
would be a great spot.
Okay, sick.
So this will be a cool little vibe.
Amazing. Larry, we ready?
I was born ready. It's where my gym membership pays for itself.
Down the middle, Larry. We're gonna put it right in the middle so it's center.
And we gotta pay
Yeah,
Larry.
great.
We
ready
deep
for
in the
this?
hole right now.
Okay.
I'm gonna be
well,
honest.
Now we're just showing off, actually. Ready?
Ta-da.
It looks nice though. I'm not gonna lie. It looks nice. Now, personally, I walk up to this. I'm not spending no money on this. I'm gonna be honest. Healthy snacks. This is not what I do. Protein chips. The color. I think the colors is really nice. It looks nice, but I would probably stare at this and for like 5 minutes, deciding what I want, and always end up walking away with nothing. To be honest with you. But it looks nice though.
Now I need to get some help to fill these bad boys because it takes about 15-20 minutes to load the whole thing. Here's what I'm a little worried about. This stuff is expensive. We're putting high quality, premium, healthy stuff in here. The way that we figured out pricing though is we just made everything 30% more expensive. We're like, we need to have 30% margin in order for us to make some real profit here. We got new tonic, which sells for 33 bucks. We're selling it for 50. We've got Quest protein chips. Those retail at $2.47 each. We're selling them for 5 bucks. Legendary Pop-Tarts, $2.50 for 5. We're gonna check these. We're gonna let these sit for a few days. We're gonna see how many sell, and if nobody's buying them because they're too expensive, we're going to sub them out. We also only bought about 1/3 of the inventory because we were like, we don't wanna have to buy the whole amount and have all this excess inventory. I've tried to find products that were hard to get. You can't just easily order them on Amazon.
See, getting into this business would be super difficult because someone who doesn't have a whole lot of capital can't just take these guesses and risks like that.
You had to go to their website. And so maybe the idea is that some of these products are unique and they're gonna be like, I wanna try that. This bad boy's live. You wanna see it?
Yeah. Let's take a look.
Look what we got here. So we have to set it up so the LED will be lit and they'll see all this stuff. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I like it.
We'll see what
It
sells.
all sounds great.
Do you want something?
Yeah, I'll give it a try.
Our first dollars, no big deal. Thanks, dude. Appreciate
Of
you.
course. Yeah, excited.
Fun. Okay, so we put in a vending machine. We got it all set up. We got our first customer. We put our camera up so that we can see people using it again and again, and we filled it with the best healthy products we could find.
Must be
Now we're
nice.
on to the next vending machine. Hey.
Hi, how's it going?
I'm Cody.
Hi, I'm Danny.
What's up, man?
Nice to meet you.
You're running this joint, right?
I am.
Okay.
So there's some options this way.
So everybody who comes into the gym walks through here.
Yep, absolutely. Come in the
Okay.
front.
It's a gym, look
straight
like a
through here
range.
Into our mat space. So our mat space over here, we have really big kids classes. Parents are all lined up against the walls. So another option is right here.
This is sick. We got a plug up there. We'll put it right here. Everybody's got to walk by. We'll have our cool signage on the side. They'll be like, look at that. Then they'll walk in, they'll put their kids' stuff away. They'll kind of have to look at this while they're
This might seem excessive, but this is genuinely the thought process that someone would have to go through. Like, you have to really tap into the audience and really think how you would sell. You gotta think, all right, if I put it right here, you walk by, you see the pop of color that you don't ever see in the corner of your eye. You have to kind of turn and look. And people are really, especially kids, they want to try stuff that they never got to try before. It's just the curiosity in us. So this is a very important thought process to show.
I think that's awesome.
Yeah, excellent.
All right, we found a location. Let's do this. Heavy foot traffic, #1 spot, tons of parents.
Absolutely.
So basically,
I do find it a little iffy. We're at 8:33. I'm gonna be honest. I find it a little iffy now that I'm looking at it. That she just happened to design it as a martial arts design on the side of the sweaty dude snacks. You know what I mean? Like,
this is basically like, how do we make this?
Was this
super targeted
pre-planned?
to the user so, like, I see
Did
the
she
person,
already
this is
have
right.
who she was gonna give? Because like, I think this is a little iffy. I could be. Listen, I ain't trying to be a hater, but I think no chance this happens and you just happen to get accepted to, you know, a martial arts gym. But I could be wrong.
Basically, in this one, we've got the unhealthy vending machine, which is the natural vending machine. These are way cheaper. So the most expensive thing we have in here is $3. That's jerky, Feastables, Pocky Sticks. Our cheapest thing in here is a
Bro, in high school for the beef jerky, oh my, yo, I used to, listen, don't take after me. Don't be like me. In high school, I did a lot of skipping class. My go-to would be to go to the vending machine and get a pack of beef jerky and just snack on it while listening to bangers.
buck. So we have like Teddy Graham crackers. The idea is this is a volume game. If we're having 4 to 5 classes a day, 30 kids or 30 people on the mats, then another 30 people watching, we're talking about hundreds of people coming into this place every day and sitting and hanging out, watching their kids for an hour. That's perfect. The idea is we can make up for the amount of cash that we need to make by having a lot of people buy. Larry, is it working?
Looks that way.
We're in business, baby. So we found the gym. We put it in the right spot. The machine actually works, thank God. And so now we are going to see how much money we can make. And I ordered my first piece, and I gotta say, pretty damn good. I think this is going to work. Now for the plush bus. Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, how are you? I'm Codie.
Josh, nice to meet you. Welcome to Juggle Moon Academy.
Thank you. This is your spot, I'm guessing.
This is it.
Let's hammer through where we're thinking.
Okay.
So this is the front entryway.
Yeah.
How many people you got coming through a day, you think?
Probably like 200-300 at least.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so we have a ton of people coming through, lots of kids.
Yeah,
Right?
definitely, yeah.
So we got spot 1 here. Kind of like it, don't love it, because I bet they don't hang out here, right? The
Right, no, they'd
parents are-
definitely be in the gym more. After you?
Holy shit, this is cool. This is crazier than I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah, there's a lot going on for sure.
Okay, no wonder you have 200 kids coming through here. This is madness. There?
I think this would be a perfect spot right here.
Yeah, parents hang out. Hi, parents. She's like, I want to be on YouTube.
I want to be on YouTube.
You are now, as long as it's okay with mom. Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Do you like toys?
Yes.
Do you do you like stuffed animals?
Yeah.
Okay, we got a game for you later. I'm gonna hook you up. Larry, this thing looks ready. Should we rip it open and show it to him?
Got a knife.
Oh,
Ain't
finally.
ripping nothing open.
I'm kind of into this. There's a little
got it.
violence for our YouTube channel. All right, let's open this bad boy.
A little
Dun, 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 dun.
violence.
This is called the plush bus.
This thing does look pretty
And
cool
we need to
though.
plug it in. We need to make sure it works. And we need to get to work. Let's do it, huh?
Yeah, let's do it.
I can see these little kids' eyeballs. Are you watching them watch this right now? Because I am.
Are these one of those scam machines?
Scam machines?
It's like 200.
She might have just sold. She might have just sold a bag for you, Cody. I'm gonna be honest. You got to get her out of here, respectfully though.
Hard to get.
Yeah, they're like too hard to get.
Okay, so we have to see if it actually works.
Hey!
So here's the method, right? When you first put it up, boom, you got to make it easy to win, low key, to give a false sense of hope to the kids to make them keep wanting to play. Because once they know that it's possible, they're going to keep playing, even if they lose over and over after. Once they know it's possible, they're going to keep playing. So, boom, crank the difficulty down. I don't know how to do that on this machine exactly, but feel me?
Nice.
I think you go first, and then I saw your hand second, huh? Okay, now
You got it, bro.
steer it around.
Which one are you going for?
Ooh, ooh.
Oh.
Ah.
Go for the chicken.
What do you mean go for the chicken?
Go for the chicken's butt.
So close. All right, what are we doing with these horde of kids? We're hoping that they buy a bunch of plushies, or at least they try. So we put this plush bus in. It appears to be working. My money might be on this one actually winning, or us driving the parents absolutely crazy. Let's see.
Oh, yeah, because
Replacing
it's the
vending machines
parents'
isn't
money
just
they're
about
using.
convenience. It's about smart asset placement. A lot like real estate, actually. But successful operators, kind of like savvy real estate investors, they understand that calculated risks can lead to big rewards. There's a way to dip your toes into real estate investing that's as easy as starting with a single vending machine. It's called the Fundrise Flagship Fund. So with the Fundrise Flagship Fund,
Yeah, I see
you
the
don't
method
need to
you're
put
doing.
up your gym. So let's see what's happening here. Oh, she likes my design. They're pointing it out. He likes it too. I told you, this is gonna be Instagrammable. Oh, they're talking about how they don't have any cash. All right, so basically we're having a lot of problems and the card readers aren't working and one of them can't even take change or cash. The truth of the matter is, it always takes longer than you think to start a business, and you're crazy to think that you're not gonna have some issue when you first open up. you're gonna have issues. We're having
Facts.
them, I kind of expect them. It's just gonna be, can we handle them and fix it?
Yes, mother.
We both wanna know. Hey-o, look what we got here. Larry just replaced the motherboard, which means that we have
Another thing, a lot of you, if you starting a vending machine business, you're not gonna have a Larry on hand who could just service the machines at any given time. So that's another thing.
let's verify this. Is he putting in cash? Does it work? The answer is yes. We're in business, baby. All right, so we got all three machines semi-operable. We've got the gym machine now available to take cash and the jujitsu machine available to take cash, but the credit cards, that's when the money's gonna start to flow.
Okay, I had to show you guys this because this is ridiculous. The plush bus is a totally different story. Look at this right now. We have no plushies in there, and she looks upset about it. There's one lonely Spider-Man that these kids are frantically trying to get. This is actually hysterical because this little rascal, she told me that this was a scam machine.
Are these one of those scam machines?
Listen, lady, it looks like I was the one getting scammed.
This is the state of the machine right now.
Dang, bruh.
Not good. We can't have the machine sat there empty, wasting valuable hours. Turns out the quickest I can get any plushies there online is 24 hours. I also do have a couple teddies at home for being a kid. No, Albert is way too important.
We gotta go fix a few things.
We got a bunch of no-name toys, and then we also got stuff that kids love. Sonic, Minecraft, Pokemon. I think these are gonna be hot. So basically, we're trying to hide the really, really good ones because they might be way too easy to win. We're gonna put some of the littles on top, make it not hard, but reasonable.
Now, let's see if these kids are winning and check if we're actually making any money here. Looks like we're making money, so that's good. But they're winning a bit too much for my liking still, so it is time to be the bad guy.
We gotta break some kids' hearts and change the clock.
The manual is in here somewhere.
Okay, I figured.
Way to determine how much money you're gonna make. Ah, okay, we got it. So, to lower the winning percentage, you
Have to change it so the claw is appropriate for the size of animals that you have. Right now it's on 60, goes all the way to 100. 100 being the hardest, or 99 being the hardest, 60 being kind of right in the middle, and then all the way down to the easiest. You get one every single time. And you change the claw so that you make sure you understand what your profit percentage could be. All right, this is more like it.
Okay, I'm going to leave the plush bus now to do its thing. We're a few days in and have made not enough cash. Let's see what we can do here. So first up, I've convinced the owner of the gym to send an email to the members to let them know about the vending machine and what's in it. I'm not sure it will do much, but we'll see. Next idea. Crazy idea. The thing to understand about this audience is they're all about exclusivity and scarcity. So I think we might sell more if we make it clear these are cool products and this is the only place in Austin to buy them. So we printed this. I'm hoping this here will help get some
This is a lot of capital already. This is a lot of money that folks don't have to put in. But I think this is more of an experiment thing and not telling you how to run a vending machine business. So I'm gonna drop that.
Here's the thought. It's ridiculous. One, people might take pictures of it. Two, they're gonna be like, why would something in there make me look like Chris? Three, anything to get attention. Remember, most of advertising is called awareness advertising, which means top of funnel. It's just to let us know that something is there. So when we have a desire, the first thing we think about is the thing that we just saw. Recency bias.
I've also decided to drop the price slightly
Dropping
to try and
gems.
push those interested over the edge into buying.
See, that's a great ad. We're gonna make so much money.
I mean, who wouldn't want to look like this guy, huh? Let's see if I can get some excitement going myself.
Hey, you look like you just did a super hard workout.
I did.
Can
I'm
I-
exhausted.
Can I interest you in a snack?
Absolutely. I'm starving, actually.
Amazing. Well, actually, do you want an energy drink first?
I would love that. Oh, yeah.
Pretty
That's
good.
delicious.
This is our vending machine, so if you need protein or any healthy snacks.
So it's like
This
a
is-
legit vending machine, not full of artificial junk. It's like the
Is this guy a plant? Listen, let's look. Okay, look at me real quick, right? Who says that? Seriously. I don't know any human that talks like that regularly.
Ferrari of vending machines.
Right, exactly. Did I nail that? I think I did.
I think it's working.
So now we
Nah,
gotta go
he's
and see
excited.
how much we've sold, what our inventory is, and what we need to replace. So we've sold 44 things so far in here, which is pretty good. You can see we've sold a
Sweet.
few legendary. They like
Those
these
little
blueberry
like
ones.
healthy
I'm
Pop Tarts look fire. I don't know why.
shocked not more cookies. I love those cookies.
Oh wow, check this out. These are selling well. The RX bars, no dice. These guys look like they're selling pretty good actually. I do love the cookie ones, so maybe that's why. And we've sold nothing from this bottom one. We really need to sell one of these $50 products at least once a month. That would really make our money each time. So we'll see if we can set ourselves up for success there. Now let's go to the jiu-jitsu gym. Okay, this one is doing worse. I've got a similar game plan to the collective. It's important to remember this stuff isn't going on my social media, and I'm not doing anything you guys couldn't. I want to make it as clear as possible how much you can really make with these machines, and there's only so much you can.
Not doing anything we can't. For being 100%, I'm gonna be honest with y'all for a second, right? And keep in mind, I'm not a business guru, okay? I am 19 years old, and I have attempted and failed at several different businesses, and I've also had some success in different businesses, right? If you have to put up over 5,000 upfront for anything like this, it's gonna be difficult. But if you had 5,000 to put up, this probably wouldn't be the business you'd want to put 5,000 up on and hope for a quick return on.
Can do. So we're coming to our vending machine at the jiu-jitsu gym because the unhealthy snacks, they're not selling very well. We're gonna replace with healthy snacks and see if that helps us. Also, better for everybody. Let's first check out if we got any quarters. Nice. We got a few. I like that. We think the dollar machine's been broken. Oh, no, we got some cash in there. Nice. It's only been a few days actually working, so this should be good. We're gonna fill with these. This is a healthy gummy. Snacks you won't feel guilty about. Before, we had a lot of unhealthy snacks. Now, we've substituted with protein snacks, with natural snacks.
She's
with
put
things that don't
so
have
much
red
money
food
in
it.
already.
And we're gonna see if that's what they really
With very
want.
little return,
All right,
I believe.
One more thing, we gotta let the parents know we heard them. And we say, parents, we hear you. New and improved, now with healthy snacks. All right, hooligans, time is nearly up. I have 1 hour to see how much money we made with these vending machines. And I gotta be honest, I'm obsessed with these things. And it turns out everybody else is too. Look at these people, they're on them like white on rice. So today's the day we get the questions that we've been waiting for answered. How much money do we make? Which machine made the most? Actually, I'm looking at it right here. Will this be the business that we dreamed it's gonna be? I think we should reset the bar first though. The average vending machine makes $75 to $300 in a month. So that's the bar we have to beat. Okay, moment of truth. Did my shenanigans increase sales at all? Do we have one of the best performing vending machines around? How many of these do you need to make 100K a year? That's what we're gonna figure out right now. Machine one, the jiu-jitsu gym, where the guys are tough, but is the business tougher? Let's see how this shakes out. So it looks like we made $87 in 2 weeks. Let's extrapolate that out to the month. That means $174. So with my 30% margin, I'm making $52 a month profit. A couple ways to think about this. I need 47 machines to make 100K a year. That's not enough.
I like this way of thinking about it. This is 100K of revenue. So it wouldn't be 100K in her pocket. Probably very much less than 100K in her pocket just based off inventory and things. The cost of the machines at first. After the machines are already up, then it's not a factor. But then, inventory and stuff like that, maybe renting. Maybe she has to pay a fee for having them there, certain things like that. I don't know.
There's a lot of machines. But the way to think about it is, I think one machine takes you about 2 hours a month to manage. So I make $26 an hour salary or $54,080 a year based on my hourly salary or rate, which is actually like a really cool way to think about it. Okay, machine two, the fancy gym with the people who are hot. Although I wouldn't notice because I'm a saint. Obviously. So it shakes out at $313 we made in 2 weeks. So that's $626 a month. So with my 30% margin, I'm making $187.80 a month in profit. A couple ways to think about this. Way one, I need 13 machines to make 100K a year. That's not that many.
Not bad.
Cool. Way two, one machine takes you 2 hours a month, remember? So I make $93.90 an hour or a salary, if I was to extrapolate that out, to $195,000 a year, which is cool. Machine 3, our wild card. I'm so curious on this one. This is the plush bus. We made $295 in the first 2 weeks, $590 a month then. So with my 30% margins, I'm making $177 a month profit. There are two ways to think about it. I need 14 machines still to make $100K a year. And then way two, since it takes me 2 hours a month to manage, I make about $88 an hour, or a salary, if I'm getting crazy with my extrapolations, of $183,000 a year. So total, $695 in 2 weeks, which is actually kind of crazy because that is $1,391 a month with 3 machines, which means I earn $16,680 per year with these things. If I replicate even just this amount with these 3, I need about 16 of these to make $100K a year. And that would have me working like 32 hours a month if we're kind of being loosey-goosey here. You could just call me Tim Ferriss with my 4-hour work week. Okay, our upfront costs were about $6,000. It's gonna take us 5 months for us to make that back. By the end of the year though, we think it's gonna take us 4-hour work week. Okay. Our upfront costs were about $6,000.
I think she's leaving some stuff out because we started with over 5,000 just for the machines alone. Then we had another 200 to 300 for the product that go in the machines. So we're already at 5,500 almost, right? So let's just say 5,500. We had a paint job for the machines. We had a guy be on standby for fixing the machines. So that's got to run a good amount of money. So I think 6,000 she's just putting together from the vending machine and the product and not calculating the other stuff, which would be fine, but just make sure you consider that.
It's going to take us 5 months for us to make that back. By the end of the year, though, we think we could recoup our investment and we're profitable starting month 1 or 2, which is pretty sweet. But I am actually really thrilled about our little money-making robots. However, we're not lazy pieces of shit here. So I think we should build a real business off of this. We're officially at a place where we could consider making 6 figures a year off of vending machines, and certainly where we could be making mid-5 figures a year off of it. But the point of this video isn't for us to be lazy passive income entrepreneurs. The point of this video is that we took a boring business, we made it a little bit more beautiful, and because of that, we get rewarded with more cash than the average vending machine. How much more cash? Well, we're making somewhere between 2 to 5 times the best performing vending machines out there. You see what happens when you do good? You do well.
Are you filming a podcast or trying to figure?
Okay, so look, that was a great video. Shout out to Codie Sanchez for dropping another banger for us. Tune into another banger for us to watch. Hope you guys gain some knowledge. Let me know if you want to see more content like this or if you want to see less content like this. The reactions are pretty easy to film, and y'all seem to love them. So I'm going to see you on the next one. Peace out.